Good morning. I just had to come through to the little couch that's in my packing room because I wanted to chat to you, and I realised I've just put the washing machine on, so I couldn't do it in the kitchen where I was. I'm just going to show you my breakfast. I had an empty or almost empty chocolate spread jar the other day, and rather than scraping it out fully with a spatula, waste nothing, I thought I would keep it and have my breakfast in it one day. So I have got in here some muesli. It's basically overnight oats, apart from the fact that I don't like leaving it overnight. So I made these up a couple of hours ago. So it's some muesli, and I added in some seeds and strawberries, blueberries, some Greek yogurt, milk, some honey and cinnamon. So I've left it for a couple of hours while I got a shower, and it's got an all nice like porridgey texture. And I don't like mine in the fridge either, because I don't like food straight from the fridge, so I find it too cold. So I'm gonna have to add a bit more milk to that, because I can't eat something that thick either. But every time you kind of scrape a spoonful, you're going to get a little scraping of the chocolate spread as well, so it's going to be delicious. This also works really well with peanut butter jars as well, because peanut butter in your oats, oh so good. I am kind of looking forward to porridge weather as well, because oh, I love porridge. I'm such a porridge queen. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. As much as I obviously say that I love summer and I'm a summer person, do not get me wrong, I actually love every season as and when it comes. So I am looking forward to autumn for the chilliness and the cosy nights, which I have been feeling already actually, because it's been quite dark in the evenings and a little bit chilly, and I had my first hot water bottle a couple of evenings ago. It was so cold. So yeah, I've been thinking about porridge a lot. I like peanut butter and banana, or honey and banana, or putting cocoa powder in the porridge when I'm making it in the pot. Stewed cinnamon apples are so good as well, so I'm looking forward to that. And sometimes there are days where I just don't know what to have for lunch, and sometimes I'll have porridge for lunch too, because it's so good for you. Oats are like magic, and I do feel like oats for women's health are totally underrated. They're an amazing food, and I've noticed that when I eat better breakfasts like muesli and fruit and stuff like that, I feel better generally overall as well. Yeah, I just think oats are magic, and I can't get enough of them. And peanut butter. Peanut butter is really good for you too if you get the stuff that is just peanuts. So yeah, magic breakfasts. I'm sitting here in my packing room, which is also my stock room, and maybe I'll give you a little tour. I think I probably did share some videos when I first made this room, which was maybe 2 years ago now. Yeah. It's served me really well. It's been really useful to have a big tall packing table in it and all my stock to hand and all my packing stuff, because I was doing it in my sewing room, which is just a low down normal desk, and it was really uncomfortable on my back. I was running out of space. And it's just been really nice to come down here. I've got my printer, my computer, so I can do the whole packing process down here. And sometimes Joshua and I even use the couch in here just when we want to come through for somewhere else to chill out. It's really nice just to have another little space. I mean, in an ideal world for me it would be like a conservatory or a sunroom or something where I had that extra space, but I'll take it down here. It's just a little study downstairs next to the sitting room. It's perfect really. But yeah, maybe I'll give you a little tour. I do need to maybe tidy up a bit first. The room is north facing, so I keep yawning, sorry, that's my eyes look really watery. Yeah, the room's north facing, so it doesn't really get a lot of good light. I'm sitting at the window now, but the other side of the room over there, where my shelves are with all the stock, that looks really pretty and nice and inviting, is so dark, so I'll try and put some, I'll put my fairy lights on for the video. Yeah, it's Wednesday and school went back last week, so school went back last Wednesday, but of course I did that thing where I was like, right, next Monday, that's when I'll get back into my routine. So I got back into my routine this Monday of the gym and then getting into working all day, and 2 days in and I'm shattered. I'm too tired for the gym today, so I'm giving it a bit of a miss today. I'm just going to get on with stuff. I've got ideas for things that I want to make. I have been sewing already just to get some stock built back up, which has felt good. The lifestyle box number 3, the Let's Get Cozy lifestyle box, is going to be a tiny little bit different in that I'm actually going to make a couple of items for the box. kind of couldn't help myself. They were just sort of screaming out to go in this box, and I wanted the excuse to buy some nice fabrics fitting for the theme, and yeah, just add in a little bit of me to the box. Although they are obviously curated by me, I just feel like that by me adding something that I've made, I'm adding something more to the box. There are a few boxes left, not too many. I have kept the numbers quite low this time just because I am adding in a handmade item, or a couple of handmade items as well, to keep it a bit more manageable. And it's the end of August right now, so of course my brain is jumping ahead to the C word, and I'm plotting and planning, and my brain is just going at a million miles an hour at the moment. Thinking about obviously Christmas boxes. This time last year I had decided I wasn't going to bother because I had got to a point where I felt really disheartened, and just had lost a lot of confidence actually. But at the last minute I thought, no, I'm going to do it. I really want to do it. I love doing them, and they were a huge success, and I had a really good Christmas last year in terms of sales and feedback from customers and stuff. So I'm definitely going to be doing a Christmas box this year, and I can't wait to get stuck in. I've been looking at ordering, or I have already ordered the fabric. Sorry, another yawn there. Yeah, I've ordered the fabric, which I'm quite excited about. I'm adding in a little twist to this year's box, like a little bit of a theme, which I think you're going to love. So I've been looking around for the perfect products to go in the boxes as well. So what with the Christmas box prep, thinking about that, and the cosy boxes, my head is just full of ideas, and yeah, it's no wonder I feel kind of exhausted at the moment because I'm just not switching off from thinking about that. I've also been wondering about whether to do some other little advent things. Again, it's just a sort of a confidence thing. Like, it's not a confidence whether I can do it, it's just whether people will buy it and stuff, because the market's just so saturated right now. It just gets ridiculous. So I'm not sure whether to offer up some other things or not. It has been suggested before. I've had a few people saying, why do you do this, why do you do that? And I do agree, they're great ideas, but whether or not I do them or not, I just don't know. Without giving away all the information now. Anyway, I'm babbling. I'm going to get my breakfast. My cup of tea's getting cold. I'll have washing to go out. I've washed Joshua's handmade quilt from his bed, so I'll show you that when it's hanging on the line, because I think that just shows it off perfectly. It was one of the first things that I made for both of us actually, because I really wanted a quilt. So before I had sewn many things, I jumped right in head first and made some quilts. His is single bed size, and I made it when he was 3, I think, because it went on his, when he got a big boy bed, it went on that. And I loved it, and it's made in lovely bright colours, which I love for kids' rooms, and it's all transport themed, which is right up his street. He is still obsessed with vehicles of any kind. And it's just a lovely quilt, and he still uses it on his bed, and I go in the mornings and he's wrapped up in it, which is lovely. So that's getting a wash now, as is one of his crochet blankets, which I'll also show you, and I'll maybe try and show you the other one as well, because I love them. As I said, they're both really bright colours and really fun as well. So yeah, get that washing out, and then I don't think I'm going to stop yawning. It's going to be one of those days, and I'm going to get on with some sewing. Something that is an itch that needs to be scratched. I had the idea a few weeks ago and just wasn't in the headspace at all for doing any sewing. So I'm going to get on with that today as well. Right, that's nearly 10 minutes of chit chat. Better get on. Most of my kit here is from IKEA, and it's been really useful and so handy just to have everything to hand when I'm packing orders. This is a box of current stock in my shop, so I've got things that are handmade, I've got pouches here. I'm loving this pouch and I can't believe it hasn't sold. I don't think the photos actually do it justice. It's just a lovely plain, I don't even know what colour you'd call that, like a canvas, and then I've lined it with like the most subtle, it has got a sparkle to it, can't see it, but it's so nice. It's just so understated. I just think it's really beautiful. So anyway, this is some stock. I've got a couple of these gorgeous doilies left, which I can't believe are still left. My friend Natalie made these for me for the shop, and they're absolutely beautiful. As you'll have seen around my house, I've got quite a few doilies dotted around. Luckily enough, I received a couple from Natalie as gifts over the years, and I've made myself a few as well, but Natalie's are so intricate. This one is so beautiful. I think they look lovely with plant pots on them, or candles, or crystals, or just anything really. And I've got a couple of bags here, a couple of sort of autumnal Halloweeny bags, more autumnal there. So that is just some excess stock. I've brought down the things that I've made this week, so they'll go in there as well. And I've got a little shallow box that is full of fat quarters. Doesn't that look inviting? So you can buy all the fabrics in my shop in fat quarters, or a half metre or full metre, just depending on how many you order. It'll come as an uncut piece, but it is useful to have all the fat quarters already cut, so that when I've got orders I don't need to stop what I'm doing and go and cut fabric. So I've got loads of fabrics. I have actually just placed an order for a few more fabrics. I've got Christmassy fabrics too, so whatever you're looking for, have a look in my shop. I've got solids, I've got pattern, I've got stripes, dots, there's some Harry Potter themed ones as well. I do need a little bit of a tidy, but I've got a box here with washi tapes in. These are smaller boxes that you can get often in places like Home Bargains, TK Maxx. I think they're designed for like your kitchen cupboards and your fridge, but perfect for putting my stock in. I've got boxes here full of all the shop stock, like beautiful stamps and the die cut packs that I love using so much. Plenty of those in. They've got a Christmassy theme to them, so if you're looking to start getting Christmassy stuff in, they are more of just general everyday ones as well. I really need to get back to doing my journaling. I do miss it so much. I've got more boxes up here full of stickers. I love these ones. They're like gold and celestial and just really beautiful. But yeah, I've got some new little ones here that are Christmassy as well. Absolutely gorgeous little nutcrackers, like sort of Scandi style. I don't know if you can see that very well. Coffee themed ones. They look really fun. I would like to do some more journaling with some coffee stuff. That would be fun. So I've got stickers. I've got more stamps up here. I have got still some of the Christmas stamps that I use in my journal, and these are always popular. That light is not helpful. You can just see they've got the Christmas tree on the car and lots of little other ones that are really useful. And I've also got the other set which has cute ones such as the Christmas jumper, some hot chocolate drinks and cars again, and just loads of text and loads of little elements like foliage and stuff, which are always really useful. If you want to see how I've used these, you can go back to my Christmassy vlogs and you'll see them a lot because I've used them in lots of my journaling pages. Another fun set of stamps is these houseplant ones. So cute. I keep looking at them thinking, well, I've got one of them and I've got one of them, got one of them. Lovely. And they're fun for stamping and colouring in as well. Excellent. And if you are into tracking, I've got lots of calendar stamps, and I also got some new ones, the wooden stamps that are, these are months of the year, but I've also got days of the week as well, individual stamps, so that's the months. yeah. I've got lots of little packages already made up for going out as well, just to save me time when I am packing orders. So I've got the little, like the Wonder Clip type things in there. We've got needle tins with the curved needles in. I've got somewhere else, I've got the thread rings as well with the bobbins in them. And then down here is really handy because I've got things like the little polka dotty scissors. These are for putting all your washi tapes on. They are brilliant when you are journaling and going out and about. They're on a hinge and they open up like that, and you fill it with washi tapes. And I've got needle gauges here just hanging on my little pegboard, and a little tray here with lots of other goodies in. Scissor covers to stop your scissors poking everything in your bag. Little tins with the bulb stitch markers in them. Yeah, just loads and loads of stuff. And then over here I've got my packaging stuff like tape and stickers, and then down here I've got tissue paper, and under the desk I've got all my packing boxes as well.
I see it in your eyes. Yeah, I can read the signs. You need to get away. It's time we make a change. Oh, you know you'll always have me. Baby, I will always stay with you. So put your trust in me. We'll work it out, you'll see. If we get in a car and drive someplace far, yeah, we could go for a ride. The two of us, we don't have to stop. Baby, let's go for a ride. You and I, let us run away. We can go where we want. I'll have your back if you'll have mine. You and I wanna leave everything behind. If you wanted to, promise you we will be alright. If it's you and I want you to myself. We can stay in hotels, just living off the edge. Only good times ahead. So let me put a smile upon your face. Maybe make your worries go away. So put your trust in me. We'll work it out, you'll see. If we get in a car and drive someplace far, yeah, we could go for a ride. You and I, let us run away. We can go where we want. I'll have your back if you'll have mine. You and I wanna leave everything behind. If you wanted to, promise you we will be alright. If it's you and I. Gravel road, I've been asked to slow down. fireplace, do you know how? Piles of paper, my desk is out. Who will care for the world out? Rest with me, close to curtains, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me, take my hand and lead even when I disagree. Oh, how I love when it rains outside, and it's okay to slow the ride. Discover books I forget about, but who care for the world now? Rest with me, close the curtains, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me, take my hand and lead even when I disagree. Maybe then I can relax. Maybe then I can relax. Bring my hair loose in my bed. Oh, just rest with me, close the curtain, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me, oh, and take my hand and lead even when I disagree.
It's a Sunday, the 27th of August, and I am in the process of making a birthday cake for Joshua. It's his birthday tomorrow, and I forgot to film any of it. But I'm making a Biscoff themed cake, or flavoured cake. I've used light brown sugar in the sponge just to give it a more sort of caramelly flavour. And I've made a buttercream up with icing sugar, butter, and I've used the crunchy one for that. And I've spread some on the middle, and I've melted some of the smooth one, and I'm just going to spread that over the top. And then I'm going to sandwich the top layer on and put more of the icing over the top and figure out how to decorate it. I have got some biscuits as well, which I'll probably crush up, so we've got some crumbs on the top. Oh, this looks good, but it's not even 12 o'clock yet, and I can't even bring myself to lick the spatulas because it's just too early for so much sweetness and sugar at the moment, even for me. But I'm looking forward to trying some of this tonight. We're going to see family later on today, and we'll take this with us. So I'm just going to get the rest of my cake finished. I've got probably way too much ice in there, but I'll get that assembled and then I'll show you it when I'm done.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than...
It's a Monday morning. Well, I think it's just past 12 o'clock, so technically it's afternoon, but I've spent the morning uploading some photos to my shop and uploading some new products, should I say. So I'm going to give you a quick glimpse of what I've been making. I had a really busy week last week. I got really stuck into sewing again, which felt great, and I really enjoyed it. My shop did need a bit of a top up with handmade stuff, so that has been safely done now, I think, for a little while. I'm going to concentrate next on making a few things for the cozy boxes. So yeah, that's my next goal, but I had to get the stuff in the shop first, just so that there was stuff in my shop. So it's been a really busy week last week because I just really got into it, and it's meant there hasn't been much time for much else. I'm going to show you in a little while the progress I've made on my festive shawl, my Just Feel festive shawl. I haven't made as much progress as I thought I would. I was racing through it before, but because I've been so busy working last week, I haven't had much time for it and been quite tired in the evening, so I haven't really been reaching for it. But I'll show you anyway. I'm still have made a bit of good progress. So let me show you what I've been making. I had the urge to dig out this fabric and make some zippy pouches with it. It's a great fabric and you'll see why I love it so much. So here is the stack of pouches that I've made in all various sizes. Absolutely love the pouches, love the colours on the zips. You can just see them there. Love the fabric, which I'll just let you see in better detail. It's covered in houseplants, and I'm sitting looking at it and I'm like, I've got that one, I've got that one. Yep, there's a monstera just peeking in there as well. And that's an oxalis. I think that is like a snake plant, mother-in-law's tongue, which I also have. And then a fern, I've got that, got the oxalis again. There's a pilia on this fabric somewhere as well. I've got one on the little pencil case. Yeah, there's a pilia, there's a monstera, various different things. A few other things, I'm not sure what they are. One of these nice ones. But I love the fabric. It's just, oh, I am a bit houseplant obsessed, so of course love the fabric. Oh, the sun is just shining there. It's a beautiful day. Dare I say it, it does feel a little autumnal. Definitely felt it this morning. So yeah, I just dug out the fabric and worked with what I had in terms of sizes. I didn't plan the sizes for the bags. I just went with whatever was available on the fabric. So for example, there may have just been a small strip at one end, so I just took it at what size it was. That sun is not helpful. And yeah, let the fabric determine what they would turn into. So that one's perfect pencil case size. I've put a little clip on the edge of each one just in case it's useful for anything. If you're using it for notions, then of course you can put stitch markers and progress keepers on it, or whatever you need, your mini crochet hooks to pick up stitches, etc. So I've got a pencil case size one. I've got this slightly bigger one, which I was putting things in it for photos, and it was a perfect size for stuff like hand cream and lip balm and, you know, knick-knacky bits and pieces. It was just the perfect size. I think I might need to make myself some pouches like this, because if I happen to be going out for the day or going somewhere and I want to take a few odds and ends, even phone chargers and a rechargeable battery pack or whatever, stuff like that, I'm always looking for something to put them in my bag. So that was just a perfect size, that one. Also great for your notions and stuff as well, even a notebook, stickers, pencils, pens, stationery, stuff like that. And then I've got three that are roughly the same size. I made them flat. I purposely haven't boxed the bottoms because sometimes these are quite nice for things like embroidery hoops or like I've said, notebooks or journals and stuff, or keeping your stickers in. It's just nice to have a different shape. So there's three of those, roughly the same size. I think one of them has a few extra millimeters on it. And I've put the clips on all of them as well because I'm sure they'll be handy for something. So they are all in my shop now. really enjoyed making those. Really made me happy choosing fabrics, and then choosing linens as well, because it's a kind of an awkward fabric. So I'm always told I'm really good at putting fabrics together, so yeah, I do enjoy it. And I went for a nice coral fabric and another coral that's got like little dashes on it, and then that one which I really like. It's just like splodges, black splodges. Really like that one. And some of the plant pots are, yeah, there's a plant pot there that kind of mirrors it as well. So yeah, I like looking for detail on the fabrics, the main fabric, and then picking it out to find linens. So yeah, finished talking about them. I'm not going to keep talking about them anymore. I've done one of my typical drawstring bags in the same fabric as well, and I've used both the fabrics for the lining. I've used the coral and the dots, so absolutely love that. That is such a nice bag. That is one of my larger bags, so in the shop now. I think I've probably showed already in some footage some of the other things I've made, including I made bookmarks. I can't actually remember what else I've made. Some other bags, I think I've showed them as well. And I also wanted to make some more pouches, the little Notions pouches. I love these. I love how all my fabrics just look so beautiful together. And I don't know how I've got hairs on everything. Don't know how people can choose just one. It's so difficult. I would really struggle to choose, but I've made a selection and various fabrics, gorgeous lines as well. I'll just flick you through them. That is that metallic fabric, which I just love. I might need to make something for myself in that, which I think I keep seeing. And that one has also got metallic lining. That's a gorgeous cotton and steel Rifle Paper Company fabric. Beautiful. Got this really unusual fabric which is like watercolour. It's like watercolour paint. Just a little bit of that, and I've just teamed that with a pale green, and then yeah, just kept it really understated. But nice if you're not into florals. I've got a Kath Kids and Daisy one that matches one of the project bags I made last week. I think that looks great with the black spots as well. Really liking that fabric. And I've got a neutral dot with a gorgeous Tilda floral. I think I made a project bag out of that fabric last week. And a pink dot with another beautiful Tilda floral, really nice one. So that's a little stack there, and a nice little stack for my shop. I'm going to go and move those now into my stock room downstairs so that they're ready for when I'm packing orders. I have spent a good while on my phone doing all the shop update this morning. I'm planning on editing this vlog next, which means more time on my phone, which, as much as I do enjoy editing the vlogs, I am quite tired, so I'm kind of not looking forward to that, but I want to do it. Yeah, I'm just going to have to get on with it and try and get an early night tonight, I think. Today is Joshua's birthday. It's Monday the 28th of August. We had dinner with family last night, which was lovely. We had a Chinese, which was good. We had the cake that I made, which after eating so much dinner was a little bit sickly, but still good. Tonight Joshua and I are going to play like crazy golf, mini golf, so that's what he's asked to do, and then he has requested pizza for tea, so more food. So yeah, and then we'll have a nice chilled out evening, and yeah, normal week for the rest of the week, just getting back into sewing. Things have started to arrive for the boxes, which is really exciting. It's lovely seeing it all come together, and yeah, it's really nice to be able to work with other small businesses as well. So can't wait to start putting them together and even doing the wrapping and stuff. If you've had a box from me before, you'll know that I like to, if I can, sort of tie in a bit of the theme with the wrapping as well, so that's always fun. So yeah, I've got lots going on in my head, lots to do, not enough time, not enough energy, but I'm enjoying it and I love it. So yeah, thanks to everyone who keeps my little business going and who watches the vlogs. And even if you are not in a position to buy from my shop, just if you just let the adverts run at the end or the beginning of my vlog, that helps too, because I get a tiny little bit of income from that. So that's a big help. Anyway, I am going to go and get on with something else now.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Oh, 'Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up 'cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. And I think to myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I will always be by your side. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. All my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
Here I am with my shawl to show you. I have actually just stuck it in this small project bag for now. This is a gorgeous one I made myself a while back when I bought a load of Tilda fabrics. I couldn't pick just one, so I had all of them. And as you can see, it's about to burst out of this bag, so I do need to find a better bag for it, so maybe I will move it to a Christmas bag. After all, I am on skein number 13. Unlucky 13. So I'll show you where I am now. I think, did I move the stitch marker to where I was? I can't actually remember now. I'm gonna have to watch back the vloggy footage and see what I said. So here we are, there's the start, here we go. So I'm halfway through, more than halfway through? Yeah, just over halfway through. So yeah, I definitely haven't worked on this a lot. I can tell by the colours, they're not ones I've done very recently, so yeah, maybe by the next time you see it I'll have a bit more done, but as I said before, I'm not worrying about getting through it, I'm just doing it for enjoyment and stuff, so you get an idea of what it's going to look like. Oh, yeah, it needs to be a tiny bit longer, but yeah, it's going to be a lovely cosy make and full of lots of different colours. So yeah, probably not much progress to show you, but I'm going to show it off anyway. It's nice just to show you it, and I love a scrappy project. And I know that I did post on Instagram actually about this project, and lots of you said that you then went on to get the pattern, which is really nice. But one thing the pattern doesn't say, and I'm just going to point out to you, is that the pattern's written in American terms. So where it talks about what the stitches are now, double crochet. It's not an English double crochet that we know, it's an American double crochet. So do look it up, do Google the translation, just look up American crochet terms to UK and get the right stitches, because otherwise your shawl will not look right at all. And it doesn't say that in the pattern, which is kind of annoying that a lot of patterns don't actually say that. I remember when I first started out trying to make some wrist warmers, and the pattern was all DC, so I did it all double crochet, and of course there was no movement to them, it was too tight and everything, so, but I hadn't realised, I didn't know the difference, so yeah, it's a very easy mistake to make, so I wish that pattern writers would kind of make it more obvious. But yeah, I'm just going to point that out to you. If you've made the pattern, let me know, and if you're doing it and you've posted any pictures on Instagram, tag me so I can see, because I have looked up the hashtag and they all look so different, so it's really nice to see. But this is a project with advents in mind, so if you've got a yarn advent planned for this Christmas, this is a really nice project to do. And I find this, or I think I would find something like this easier to do than advent knitting, just because it's not as small and fiddly as knitting, and by the time December comes I have not got the energy to do much in the evenings, much like every other month of the year, but especially in December. So something like this I just think I would find more enjoyable and more relaxing, a bit less concentration than knitting advent socks or something like that. So yeah, in case you haven't guessed, this pattern is coming highly recommended by me. I've just had a really big fabric delivery. I found a lot of Snoopy fabrics as well, so the majority of this order is probably Snoopy. I'm going to show you these properly in the next vlog when I've unpacked them and cut them up into smaller pieces. Easier to show you, but I just wanted to give you a really quick little look there. There's quite a few Christmassy ones. In fact, I think all of the ones from here down are Christmas, apart from the top one. And I have also ordered the fabric for my Christmas boxes. So I always put a project bag in them, and I absolutely love it, and I am just itching to get making with it. But that's not on the agenda for today. I'm going to have to leave it alone for now. But the creative juices are flowing, and I want to get stuck in. I think in the next vlog as well I will tell you when you can order a Christmas box. For now I'm going to have a little bit of a workout, oh hello, and getting all this up the stairs. It's going to take me a few trips.